everyone, this is Captain Gilbert Lee speaking from Taipei, Taiwan. This is my wife. Today we're going over again about the incident from the beginning of 1936 hours, 14 minutes before the collision. In the radar picture of 1936, both vessels CF crystal in the color of red, and this fishing vessel on the starboard side in the color of green should be able, the Sanchi should be able to passing the collision point earlier than these two vessels. So actually there's no need to take any action. If both these starboard side vessels will keep their original course and speed, but things happen like that. Both vessels have altered their course. But we will talk about this later. We have going through all these timetables in last 5 talks. This round we should concentrate on what if we were the Sanchi settlement should do in a situation like this. Okay, right now the CF crystal in the color red is 5 miles, and the settlement didn't put the range ring on the radar screen, so he had to use the cursor of the to check the distance of this fishing vessel, U. So this is a waste of time, because any extra move you do on the bridge is costing your time and a kind of a distraction to you. So when it's possible, you should always set the range ring. So by the one look, you know immediately how much distance this vessel is. And by compare with the distance to the CF crystal, right now is 5 miles away. So this fishing vessel U is about 3 nautical miles. If don't care about the distance of the target of U, what the Sanchi settlement should do is alter course to 035 degrees. This is the bearing of the U, this fishing vessel. As we said before, we need not to remember the bearing of the target. As long as you have followed my recommendation, set the relative bearing line, that is light blue line, on the target, then we can alter course and looking at the radar picture, make our course comply with this relative bearing or the true bearing of the target, which was 035 degrees. And what about the CF crystal on the 022 bearing? Never mind this vessel, because if yours alter course large enough, these two vessels were passing clearly at one course altering. But the settlement of Sanchi didn't alter course to give way. So let's see what happened after 3 minutes, 1939, 11 minutes before the collision. The settlement talked to his AB quartermaster. Settlement say he's taking his because the fishing vessel keep calling Sanchi on the VHF radio. The settlement ignored the VHF calling and told the quartermaster his adversary Oh, he's talking to another one, Never answer this call. Because if you don't answer, it is not okay to action. But if you answer, he confirmed with you about his action. So he take action whatever he said in the radio and you don't understand. But if you don't answer, she should be forced to take action to make himself clear. Understand? The able seller replied, and this is not complying to the rule that I must apply. Obliged, because we don't understand their language. So the able seller tried to argue with the third man, because we know some of the able sellers have got the proper training of the navigation collision avoidance rule. Some even have the third man license. But out of courtesy, he find excuse for the third man, say they don't understand our language. What they are calling must be in English. Otherwise, the able sailor won't have the desire want to reply to the fishing vessel. But what the third man's idea is, you don't reply the VHF calling, then the small vessel will survive by their own action. Never mind about the collision avoidance regulation. So this is what we say, the bully, or the just he don't know how to handle the case. So he want the easy way, let the small vessel to give way. But the small vessel also made a fatal mistake, but didn't cost their life, because this vessel should be able to passing Sanchi's astern. Right now, outer coast to starboard side. We can see from the enlarged picture. As we recommend, since your collision stick is 9 minutes long, your tail is last position of the target. Your tail should setting 9 minutes longer also, because this is setting only 5 minutes long of the tail, so we cannot see this tail already changed their direction. It's no longer a straight line as the vessel going over the ground. This vessel had outer coast about 3 minutes before, maybe out of the intention to give way to the Sanchi. Once Sanchi outer coast to starboard side. But in this case, Sanchi didn't outer coast to starboard side, but the small vessel already outer coast to starboard side. So originally there were no collision risk, but right now, because this small vessel outer coast to starboard side, there were collision risk. We can check on the picture here. Here is the enlarged picture of 1939 minutes. So this small vessel outer coast to starboard side. So as these two vessels about to arrive at the collision point, which is the purple circle, at 9 minutes time. It's after 9 minutes these two vessels will collide. And for the CF crystal in the light green color, the collision stick is still 4 and 5 minutes away from the collision point of the Sanchi and the fishing vessel Zentayu. This is the situation at 1939. And what the third man should do is steer the sand like the 1936, 3 minutes before. The third man of Sanchi have to alter course to 035 degrees. But does the time enough for the Sanchi to alter course? Remember, our question right now is this fishing vessel is about distance 2 nautical miles, and by the radar speed vector 9 minutes, it's showing the collision happened exactly 9 minutes. How many course change should be done in this moment? If we take example, on ship Sanchi, alter course to 022, which was exactly the true bearing of CF crystal right now. If this purple line is our speed vectors, then we will be able the new collision spot at about 9 minutes. And for the Sanchi, what time he will arriving this spot? Okay, I make another picture again. So if on ship try to arrive the new collision spot by the course of 022, which was the bearing of CF crystal. For on ship, we need 9 minutes to arriving this light yellow spot. But for this small fishing vessel, this spot is about half length of his 9 minutes collision stick. It's half length of 9 minutes speed vector. So this fishing vessel should be able to arriving this spot 4.5 minutes before sunset. So actually we have 4 and 5 minutes safety margin for other vessels to clear on-ship spot. This should be enough. And one course change need to take 3 minutes to be effective. So if Sanchi don't want alter course too much, this bearing of 022, which was 25 degrees to the starboard side, will be enough. But if for sure he can alter course to 035, which was the bearing of this fishing vessel right now. And in my writing of the collision avoidance, that was a statement of at the distance of 2 nautical miles, you need to alter course to at least 20 degrees. So this observation is complied with the general rule I setting for collision avoidance. Okay, we will see what happened in next talk. See you next time. Bye bye.